Hello everyone, welcome to TechieQA channel. So last video we have seen about EC2, right? So this is a series for DevOps for testers. Okay. So last video we have seen about EC2, how to create, how to restart, and how to connect EC2 from your local as well as from the browser UI. So this is what we have seen. So as of now, the basic stuff that much is enough. Also, you can install like a Ubuntu. So Ubuntu local whatever you have, right? Like sudo apt like apt-get install Java, apt-get install. So whatever you want, you can install it. Okay. So that we have done with EC2. Now we are going to see S3. Okay. So then the next frequent use service, it will just show in the storage category. I feel, yeah, it shows under storage S3. Okay, you can see what are all these. So if you want to be a DevOps stuff, maybe you may have to look into everything, but let's just cover a basic stuff and basic AWS cloud for our testers and beginners. That's why we are going, like we are just seeing whatever is frequently used initially, as I said initially. So here is a shortcut also for S3. Just click on S3. So S3 is what? So as mentioned, it's the storage. Okay, you have the EC2. EC2 is a server, some system, something like you can think like a remote system. So S3 is what? S3, you can see it's like kind of a remote storage, something like see Bitbucket. You can store only the code level, code structure, right? So that one. In the S3, you can store whatever you want by creating a bucket. So bucket is nothing but a folder structure. So something like you are creating, for example, here there is a bucket, right? So create a bucket. I'll just create a bucket called something like images, whatever. So which region you want to be available, these are all you can do it. And there are some settings like this, only this user can access this bucket and this user can't access this bucket. This all the stuff is there, and bucket versioning is disabled because the one folder, when you are updating, the version will change, right? So that's versioning and all we are disabling. As of now, just we are creating, just giving the folder name images and create a bucket. So bucket name same already exist. Then you create images. Okay, so maybe internal they may have some bucket called images, that's why we are not able to create it. Okay, so now we have created bucket object not public. Okay, this kind of one folder. In the folder you can upload whatever you want, the file or some stuff, whatever you want, like add a file or add a folder. So inside a bucket, for example, here is the something like URL for this S3 or something like that, you can think S3 colon TechieQA images, and inside you can create a one folder, whole folder you can add it. Okay, if I want to add a big size, just create one folder, you can add it here. Okay, there are a lot of files. I'll just add one file. I just want to add some Java XLX. Okay, just upload it. I have uploaded a file here, files and folder. You can upload a folder also, the whole folder whatever you have in your system, right? The whole folder also you can upload it here, and using the path, for example, the TechieQA images, this is the ARN path or something like that, you can say. Let's just, was something unexpected error, I don't know why, because, but this is a simple concept to understand. Actually there is nothing much. Also we can keep environment files and all in the storage. It's like for example, if you are accessing if you are creating some project in the local, we are creating environment file dot environment dot ss, some files in the environment list, right? Likewise, so if you are running some services in the AWS, we can keep the environment files here. Okay, so it's, if when you are going inside the TechieQA images, you can see the file which you have added here. So this one, for example, if you want to edit or delete or something like that, you cannot do it directly. You have to download and edit. That's what you have to do. And action download as, you can rename, and you can create one folder here, just like something like test folder. So encryption, I'm not doing anything, so let it be. See, the folder is created. Inside folder again you can upload some file. Okay, this like this you can create a multiple folder. You can just organize everything for the project structure. So again you can ask one question, why, like at what place as a tester we have to look into S3. Okay, for example, there is some application, the image is not loading when you are getting that URL, right? Obviously you can sometime that public PDF file or images or whatever the system static files I'm talking about, this all will be coming from S3, I feel. Otherwise some other services, storage services. So if it is S3, you can directly find using the bucket, that URL itself you can find it just by the TechieQA images will be there for sure. S3 with the name of S3 AR and something like that. Okay, with that you will easily actually debug and see if the file is exist or not, or do we need to update the file, or the new updated file is not coming, means you can update the new file by deleting it. So how can you update the new file? For example, this file I need to update, in the sense you have to delete it. See, for example, copy S3, right? So likewise you will get a here on that path of the S3. So maybe in the URL the IP address will commit here, the IP address something like IP, I'm just typing it, IP address something like slash S3 slash something like that. You can see the file. So you can directly go to this bucket. So you can just search a bucket and you can go to the file and update it. Just delete this file, the same name, you have to create a file. That's it. That's how you can do it actually. So the copy S3 URI, this is the copy URI. So the whole, yeah, see, TechieQA images S3 south, I don't know, it will download because access anyway, it's not a public one, so you cannot do it. Maybe we can change this as public or not, that anyway we will do it later. The property, access level, these are all the permissions, it's public, private, something like that. These are all we need to add it. The whole bucket actually we can create a block public access. So as of now everything is blocked, that's why maybe it's not coming. If you want to make it public, you can do this way. Okay, so it will allow you to create a, it's public, all public access, it's unblocked now. Okay, you can create a policy here, S3 policy and all, but that anyway it's not required now for us basics. So our focus is creating a folder and files, handling the files, how to check the file exactly from the URL when you are getting this kind of URL, maybe the TechieQA images .s3 or s3 dot, this is region actually, and the service name. Okay, when it comes to S3, the back side one, or like a before one, you can check as a S3 bucket and see the file, is it exist or not, or what happened to the file, is corrupt or not, something like that. You can debug. This is just straightforward. Storage, managing the files, managing the environment files, managing mostly a static file which will not change. For example, website logo or website icons. So whatever we can take it from here and handle it. Okay, so this is about S3 guys. I think the S3 also, as I said, you can what the permission level, so which one can access by whom. So we can create a user and give the permissions here. Maybe in the next video we can see how to create a user. Maybe we don't, as a tester, we don't get access sometime. Some people get access also, like when we are managing stuff. So like, think like kind of a full stack tester or something, these are also might be required. So I will tell you about the user model also, how to create a user and how can you give access to some new guy who joined to a company or something like that, if you are handling this stuff. Okay, anyway, thanks for watching guys. If you are facing any issue or if you have any doubt in this basic concept, please let me know.